Hello guys, Gladiator Bricks here. In honor of the Halloween season, I'm going to do a top 8 scariest minifigures in my collection. First I'll start off with the least scariest. First, the werewolf. Now he may not look as scary. You may all say, he's not scary, Gladiator. He's not even terrifying. Well, let's get a closer look. At his torso printing. Get a closer look. Take a very close look. Look into his eyes. Very close into his eyes. Very close into the camera. Keep looking him in the eyes till your soul has been destroyed. Just kidding. Actually, what makes him such a scary figurine is the piece that he comes with, in my opinion. Glow-in-the-dark pieces are terrifying in the dark. I mean, I've been asleep in my room and once turned over and looked down my Lego collection, and this stuck out. The claws themselves showed in the dark, and it scared me out of my wits. I thought it was some creature's eyes just staring back at me. That scared me. Anyways, next up, actually this guy is actually custom, which I created, and I thought he was pretty scary looking. If he's not scary to you, then go ahead and let me know in the comments. But this is terrifying, in my opinion, because it's an original skeleton face being used on a black body with a very scary shoulder piece. My third most scariest is, of course, the mummy from one of the original Johnny Thunder Adventure sets. Now, I don't have his original his original hat, sadly. I just have most of the figure, which is pretty cool. And I was lucky to get him. Let's see. This is the fourth, Tusken Raider. Now, the reason why I consider these the most terrifying is because, well, look at this. He's got a custom head mold, but it's as ugly as all get out, and it's scary to me. Because imagine one of these things coming up to you up close, face to face. And if you read the actual facts of what the Tusken Raiders did to Anakin Skywalker's mother, this guy is more scary than he looks. In other words, don't put this down till you actually read the comic book or the facts of what the Tusken Raiders did to Anakin Skywalker's mother. These guys are more terrifying than they look. Anyways, another one, Medusa. Now you're probably wondering, why a Greek? Well, there's a reason why I'm terrified of her. She has the ability to turn things to stone, so look deep into her eyes. Deep. If any of you have been turned to stone, I am sorry. I am really sorry to whoever turned to stone from seeing her in the eyes. She's got cool torso printing, which I thought is pretty cool. But she's very terrifying. But she's a scary character because if you know Greek mythology, you know who Medusa is. And she's more terrifying than she is in minifigure form. But this is a pretty terrifying figurine because, look, she's got a snake tail. And I'm scared, and I hate snakes. So she's made it on my list. Of course, yes, sure, it had to be one of the Chima saber-toothed tigers. Well, you're probably wondering, how is he terrifying as well? I'm going to remove his armor, and you can take a look at his torso, and then ask that question. You can see his ribs showing on one side. Parts of his bones are showing. One leg is clear and see-through. I mean, to tell you the truth, this guy is more terrifying than you think. And of course, that's a scary fact. I mean, it means that they're living without hearts and lungs. These things are almost basically a very well-preserved zombie. This is a terrifying zombie creature. I mean, this is like looking at a zombie that's been infected with saber-tooth DNA. And that's scary. Of course, these are two customs I wound up getting that I consider. These are the top. These are actually at the top of my list of the most scariest minifigures I've ever gotten in my whole life. First of all, the Xenomorph. This is actually a terrifying creature up close. In fact, I will give you a personal up close look at his face. He's got a cool torso, cool shoulder design and tail mold. Even the head looks cool. But, of course, I'm not a big fan of the skeletal body frame. I never will be a fan of that design. And, of course, I do like how they used Darth Maul's robotic legs for him, because that's kind of cool. Because it makes it look more scary. Throwing him away for a second, and I'm getting out the one I consider the most scariest of all of them. Number 1 of all of them, the Predator. Click, 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 click. Yeah. It's got cool torso design. And if you guys see these things online, go ahead and buy them because these guys are pretty cool looking. Though this is probably was used in one of my stop motions. I will have to repaint. I may have to paint his dreadlocks though. Because somebody forgot to spray paint those things black. It's a pretty cool figure either way though. I have to say, they really outdid on the detail. Of course, I will explain, he used to have 2 sets of claws. Then I lost one of them. But to tell you the truth, he ain't supposed to have 2 sets of claws. He's supposed to have 1. Anyways, that's my top. That is my top 8 scariest minifigure reviews. And of course, I would love to see like a bunch more people do this for Halloween. And I mean, in fact, this idea is out to anyone who wants to do a top 8 scariest minifigures in your collection. And all you gotta say on your video is, this idea I got from Gladiator Bricks. I would like to do it myself. Now it can be anything. Any character you consider scary in a way. It could be anything. And if you do it, you will get a shout out. Either way. But I would enjoy the fact of just hearing that somebody used this idea. Anyways, bye bye, and as Tigger would say, DIFN, ta-ta for now.